What's going on, guys? What's going on? I see you, Evan. What's going on, man? Let me turn down the volume. Ooh. Turn it down just a little bit. Right there's about good. What's going on, Evan? How am I doing? Doing good, man. Doing good. Big dubs today, man. Big dubs. I knew there's a chance the Panthers might win. I just didn't know that it was going to be like this. I didn't know that was going to come down to the defense. You know, I thought Kyle Pitts, I thought he might do something. I thought Kyle Pitts might do something. I thought Drake London might do something just because, JC Horn and Mike J don't switch. But, man, across the board defensively, woo, what a game. Let me pull up some numbers real quick. What a game. Bryce Young, nothing too special for Bryce today, but he did exactly what the Panthers needed. What's going on, Brandon? What is going on? Big dubs today, man. Big dubs. Yeah, Bryce did exactly what he was supposed to do, which is hard for Bryce to do because, Bryce doesn't want to throw only 24 passes. President answer, hope you are doing well. Off to New England. Maybe win, who knows? Ooh, New England. New England's going to be interesting. I'm doing good, though. I hope you are too, my friend Chandler. Can't believe I didn't go. I didn't lit. Oh, man. I mean, they shocked a lot of people. I knew the run defense was better. I just didn't know how good it was. For sure. Man, it looked good. No complaints. Shaw Smith, Wade, and MJ look good. What's going on, Ryan? I saw a few of your comments on Bryce Young. I saw a few of your comments today. And we'll get to that. I need to add some banners to talk about today. Get some of these real quick. Let me get rid of some of these. What team did we watch today? That's a good question. What team did we watch today? The Panthers, man, they came out and they didn't make mistakes, right? First drive, I think was a touchdown, if I'm not mistaken. First or second drive, touchdown with Bryce Young. And then after that, Bryce Young just, if it wasn't there, it wasn't there. Defense. Let's go. Nick Gordon. What else do we want to talk about today? DJ Wanham, man, he's a beast. Talk about that. Talk about see his dub. I'm not recording real quick. What else we got? What else to talk about today? Oh, Rico. I'll talk about Rico and Abiro, the WEB coordinator. What's going on? All right, prediction versus Pats real quick. All right, we're doing prediction. I got to do a little research. Give me a sec. What have the Pats done so far? Let me see. Patriots. They lost to Pittsburgh by 7. They lost to the Raiders. They beat Miami. So Patriots are really kind of in the same boat as the Panthers then. Let's do against the Patriots. Drake May's going to throw. Their highest rusher is 54 this season. Damn. Drake May was the highest rusher this week with 45. Let's do 24-13? 24-13 next week. That's my prediction, Panthers. We never lost a lead as long as we can stay ahead. We don't need to pass and just run the ball. Yeah, I mean, Rico, man. Let's dive into that. What's going on, Wes? Yeah. People showed out today. First up, who are we talking about first? Versus Bryce Young. Now, Bryce Young didn't have, a big day, which was big for him because usually Bryce Young, if he's not doing enough, he wants to try and do his part. He did exactly what the Panthers needed today. That was big. So Bryce Young, he's learning how to play his part, which is good. And that's sometimes it's scary with quarterbacks who want to be a game changer. Sometimes you gotta be a game manager. Even if you're a game changer, sometimes just be a game manager. That's all you gotta do. Let's pull up the picture real quick. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Bryce Young right here. 16 for 24, 121, no touchdowns, no picks. Again, didn't have to. Didn't have to at all. And then Chuba, Rico, Bryce Young, 2 carries, 8 yards, so that's positive too, right in rushing. Wasn't running backwards. Defense can rest. I watched that Chicago Dallas game. Yeah, Caleb's a little bit different. I get what you're saying. I agree. As long as he isn't throwing interception to the ball, the defense can rest. For the most part, I mean, we still got to drive. There was a few drives in there where the Panthers defensively, if Vero don't, all right, let's go a little bit bigger real quick. If Vero did his thing this game, but Falcons, there were some plays where it's like Michael Penix Jr. and their receivers were not on the same page. And I don't know how that happened, to be honest with you. And the fact they brought in Kirk Cousins. Woo! Is Falcons a bad team? Evan, I'll say it like this. I'll say last week, the Cardinals lost that game. If the Panthers would have won, it would have been the Cardinals' game to lose. The Panthers won this week, right? The Falcons made mistakes, but the Panthers didn't make mistakes. They made that one mistake with ETN fumbling it. The Panthers' run defense is legit, right? They held, what's his face, Bijan Robinson to 72, 73 yards. The Falcons definitely made mistakes. They're not on the same page at all. I mean, from special teams, I mean, think about it. Special teams, offense, not good. And then their pass rush, not great either. They got a little bit. They got more than we did, which is a little frustrating to see. But as a team who's playing better, it's the Panthers. The Panthers by far. Finally, yes. Yep, big dubs. Big dubs today. Big. Who else? Who else stood out today? Who else we got? Nick Scorton. Nick Scorton started today. He had a tough assignment starting today. And the fact that, again, you saw the Falcons constantly try and go, that stretch outside zone and then bounce that thing back. Panthers were on top of it, man. The Panthers were on top of that all day long. Hope to bring it next week. Yep, we played 100%. Every person did their job. Nobody tried to do too much. TMC, I think T-Mac only had, 8 receptions? Let's pull it up real quick. Let's pull it up. He didn't have a lot, but, he didn't have to. So right here. Yeah, T-Mac, 8 targets, 3 catches. Bryce Young and the receivers in general have not found a connection for each other. And T-Mac, man, he keeps trying these one-handed catches, man. He keeps trying these one-handed catches. T-Mac, he's trying these one-handed crazy catches, man. You said Ransom. Did Ransom play? Yeah, Ransom had tied for third in tackles was 5 with Shaw Smith-Wade. Let's go. Ransom played. Ryan said the secondary did good today. Smith-Wade, Mike J, and Horn. 3 were on point. All 3 were on point. They did good. Linebackers, I thought, played better. Pass rush was decent. As a whole, the defense just looked better. Way better. What's good? What's going on, Trizzy? Yeah, is that punch out? He had that punch out at the very end. I mean, they just look hungry. That's the thing about this defense is compared to the last couple of years, this defense actually looks hungry, like they want to play. Oh, yeah, the kicker. How did I forget about Fitzgerald, right? Yeah, Ryan Fitzgerald, man. 3 kicks. One was a 57-yard field goal. kick game was huge because if he misses one of those kicks, let me see. Let's see what the field goals. I think we have one field goal in the first half, if I'm not mistaken. Took one field goal. 57-yarder. So, yeah, I mean, if you miss that, you give them great field position if you miss that 57-yarder. The next one was 35. I mean, yeah, Fitzgerald, man, did his thing. Horn locked down for sure. Yep. Amen, Wes. Fitzgerald is him for sure, but, man. Let's play heavy snaps. I think they're going to Storm. I think they're going to. Let's see what else we got. XL. I didn't even touch on XL in the video today. XL is an interesting one to talk about because, like I said in that video I posted with going back and forth with him and Cam Newton, it's tough because you can't try and force somebody the ball. You can't. It's going to slow down your offense. It's going to force Bryce to potentially make a mistake. I mean, it's not a good look. You just have to let him develop. You have to let him develop. How do I think he feels, though? He can't feel great, to be honest. He can't feel great. I mean, he can't feel great about that. What's going on, Ben? Love the defense. Oh, yeah. Defense was stacked today. Charles an unsung hero. Yeah, I mean, that 57-yard to go up by 10, that was huge, especially since with the Falcons, they'd had already missed 2 field goals before that, and the Panthers attempted a 57-yarder with him. Man. Avero might have bought himself a little bit more time. Avero's a tough case, man, because the run defense is legit, right? There's no mistake in the run defense being legit. It's just the pass D is what I'm worried about, right? Because Avero essentially just plays guys 5 to 10 yards off. That's the only thing I worry about is the pass D. Found our kicker. Yeah, I mean, I think the future for the Panthers, it looks good right now as far as edge, quarterback for right now, receivers, running backs. We have a good future, which is good, which means we can just build upon it from here on out. Will Jimmy play? He can change. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Jimmy. Let me look. Jimmy Horn Jr. Let's see. I'm looking. He was a healthy scratch the first 2 weeks. I guess I'll just put it in here so you guys can see it too. Let me screenshot it. No, Brent, I haven't seen it yet. I'm just now recording all the press conferences and everything right now. Whew. All right, so you guys can see this whole thing about Jimmy Horn real quick. Boom, 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 boom. So this was the Jimmy thing, what I read. Head coach Dave Canales chat with reporters following Wednesday's practice for the Week 3 matchup against the Falcons. He was asked about the progress of wideout Jimmy Horn, who was a healthy scratch on both of the first 2 regular season outings. We're evaluating Jimmy every week, Canales replied, and he's just got to continue to grow and wait for his opportunity. It's a full team thing. Where does he fit? How does he fit? And that's the part Dan and I and the coaching staff talk about weekly. I'm confused by that, I'm going to be honest with you. Now, there's got to be something behind the scenes, to be honest. Because Dave's not an idiot. He knows how Jimmy's going to fit in this team. So I don't know what this whole thing is. It's a full team thing. Where does he fit? How does he? I mean, you took him. You drafted him. I'm a little confused here. Where Dave is going with this, to be honest with you. Right, I'm sure there's something behind the scenes. Maybe Maybe he's. I don't know. Maybe there's a little injury. I'm just a little shocked though, to be honest. You know, I mean, it's got to be something Panther dog. It's Jimmy. Like we saw what he did. You know, I think there's something that I think there's something that coaches aren't telling us. To be honest with you. Let's see who else stood out today. Who else stood out? Patrick Jones being out, Nick scored and starting. That was huge. Princely starting to get some pressure too. Shaw Smith Wade. And Shaw Smith Wade looks like the real deal, man. Shaw Smith Wade. Man, oh man. That dude. Woo! He looked good. Picking up that pass in the flat. Man. He said that's a little BS. We know he can fit. We've seen the speed. Yeah, the Panthers don't really have anything like that. So I don't know where they're going with that. You know, let's see. I think he's struggling with the playbook or something. It's got to be something. And Dave's potentially covering for him. Texans said CJ Dirty has no line. I feel like he had a line. Does he not have a line anymore? They had one, his rookie year, I thought. He had a better line than Bryce did his rookie year. That's for sure. Coach pointed out the kicker first, acknowledged the guy who got picks, then Bryce took the game ball and gave it to Coach Z. Interesting. No, I didn't check it. I'll check it out, Brandon. I'll have to check it out. Shaw Smith was hitting today. He smoked Kyle Pitts. Yeah, he was hitting. Trayvon was hitting. I didn't see a ton of Lathan hitting. Lathan came in a little bit more in the second half, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong on that. But overall, I just felt like everybody was hitting. Not only were we stopping the run, we're creating turnovers to give us extra possessions. I mean, yeah, guys like Shaw Smith Wade they're not every down defensive backs as you've seen with the Panthers over the last 5, 7 years now with the Panthers. When it comes to defensive backs, some are ball hawks, some are going to take that chance, some aren't. J.C. Horn's kind of in between, right? He's more of just a lockdown cornerback. But you see Shaw Smith Wade, man, he's going to be one of those cornerbacks. He's going to take a chance every now and then. And boy, when that pays off, that pick 6 he had, bang. Woo! Break that down tomorrow. Cade Mays was the move over core, but yeah, offensive line was definitely better today. There was some, confusion, but there was nothing, from what I remember, shooting up the A gap like last week. Nothing like that. Mays is here to stay. I'm not sure. I know Dave gave the whole press thing, as far as why Corbett started. I just don't know if I'm buying it, to be honest. Let's see. Anything else I want to hit on today? And then Rico Daddle, to me. Rico, man. Rico was a beast. Rico had to fight for some extra yards today, man. Rico had to fight. He was getting us 2 or 3 extra yards every time he got hit in the backfield. Because the run blocking, it wasn't great. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. And Rico, man, he was fighting for every extra yard. So I thought Rico stood out today. Talked about the kicker, talked about coordinator, Bryce Young. Talked about just about everything. Anybody else got anything to say? We're going to come in here real quick, a little post-game chat breakdown. I think we touched on everything. Shaw Smith Wade, Mike J played great, J.C. Horn. Linebackers didn't give up a ton over the middle. There's a lot where Penix wasn't connecting, was more on the outsides. Nothing really over the middle. So I'm glad they sewed that up real quick. Off topic, that deep on the end zone, team should have PI. Yeah, he couldn't even get that inside arm up. So I agree with you there, Storm. Did you see Princely tip the elbow of Penix on that 4th down play? Was that the one where he tried to get it to the was it the running back right there, and the Nick Scott was kind of like wrapping him up, and the ref called it dead? If that's the case, I did see that. DB pinned his own arm. Yeah, it was close. It was definitely a physical play. Definitely physical play. But I'm about to call it a wrap, guys. I gotta go eat real quick. So more videos coming soon. Stay tuned. Pins Devices out. I'll catch you guys later this week. Take it easy. Peace, my guy.